Sorry, very nice dresses. You're looking so good. Where are you going? My name is Adam. Nice to meet you. Kate, what do you think if we have some dinner together? Okay, I'll give you some special offer. 1 second. Wait, please. Okay. Don't think it's a rude, but I want to ask you, what do you think if I'll give you $3,000 just for dinner with me? Okay, 5,000. 5,000 just for dinner, nothing more. We come back in 2 hours. Hey, check your money. 7,000. Okay, $10,000. That's big money. It's good money. It's good deal. What do you think? Nothing more. Yeah, only dinner. Nothing more. Or we come back in 2 hours. Okay, let's go and discuss. And one more thing. I give you 5,000 more and you forgot the button. What do you think? So one.
I will try.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Boyfriend is not problem now.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see several women talking about what women supposedly want. Get ready. This is going to be really good. We want you to smash that like button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 likes on this video. Leave a comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and let's get started.
Hey! I'm in there. And women out here wonder why there's a huge group of men that are done dating and done with relationships. Because that man is not impressed. He actually thinks that lady now is probably the most unattractive person in the room. And now he understands that women can be extremely disloyal, even right before she's about to marry a man. And over time, if he has enough of these experiences, he'll probably become one of those guys that don't want a relationship and just want to chill in peace.
There is no winning when it comes to dating. I was supposed to have a date tonight, so I made a hair appointment for this afternoon so I could look cute and pretty. My date canceled because of a work emergency and he had to go cover a shift. It could be true. However, I'm very hesitant to believe that. I'm a little sad. I'm a little hurt. I'm a little disappointed, but I still want to look pretty. I'm not canceling my hair appointment. So we're going to go get my hair done and we're going to try to feel better. Doing some layers because there are layers to my dating life. Hoping this hair gloss makes my life a little bit glossier today. I feel refreshed. I feel like a new woman. It looks good. I feel like a new woman. And you know what? I don't even care that this man canceled on me because my hair looks good. I look good. I feel good.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
If you're okay with getting canceled, then who are we to deny you that pleasure? A bit of what we saw in the first video and in the intro makes two things clear. First, that money makes the monkey dance, and a woman without values always has a price. Second, girls' nights and bar outings bring out the worst in many women. If there's a Chad she's into or a guy she finds attractive, she'll make her move or accept a drink from him. If you want to see it for yourself, just look at what your girl wears when she goes out with her friends compared to when she goes out with you. It's always more provocative with her friends. Coincidence? I doubt it.
Women.
Now, men are useless because men are useless. And did you know that men are useless because men are useless?
Spoiler alert. Now let me save everyone about a minute of your time that you're never going to get back if you actually watch that video. Because all that a certain individual says for the whole video is that men are useless. They don't try to make any valid points. They don't try to make any arguments trying to justify their position. All they state over and over again is that men are useless. And I would go so far as to say that any video that is made like that with that type of narrative is not just useless, but it is also pointless. Because the only type of people that are going to actually like it or encourage more videos like that to be made are those that seem to lack a certain level or any level of rational thinking. Because most individuals are aware that no population of human beings is useless. And making stuff like that is just perpetuating misandry and bigotry, and that needs to stop.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
I don't know if you've noticed, but the woman nobody wants to sleep with is usually the one who turns the most feminist, the one who hates men the most, the one who talks the loudest against the patriarchy. It's always that type of woman, the one no guy hits on, the one lonelier than the sun at noon on a cloudless day. You'll never see a woman who gets a lot of attention from men, who enjoys men, who's clearly feminine, having a radical view against men. It's like those who go to pro-abortion marches. You see them yelling, "My body, my choice," and you can't help but think, who in their right mind would even get that woman pregnant? But what do you guys think?
Okay, full transparency here on how much my divorce is costing me so far. We are just a year into it, and these are the numbers so far. I first spent $7,000 on a retainer and $4,000 for freezing assets and doing a few other things. Then I received a bill for $18,760.14. Received a bill last week for $4,542.87, with a grand total of $34,303.01. This is without going to court so far. Who knows how much it's going to cost to be finished.
Hey, bro. What? Oh, my God!
If that's the cost so far, it's because a big prize is being split, and you won't be walking away empty-handed. Where will most of that money come from? From the man. Where else? Divorce is in the top 3 reasons why a man files for bankruptcy. From how expensive it is to get divorced to how little you're left with after the process, the man almost always ends up broke. If you doubt it, just check the comments on this video. You'll surely find more than one story to back it up.
A lot of people on dating sites, a lot of people do a lot of talking about men doing things. And I just want to say that we have enough men doing things. It's not that you're not doing the things. It's doing the things for yourself that makes you happy, that is fulfilling to you, in healing parts of yourself that feel abandoned, that feel wounded, those things that have made you feel hurt in the past, relationships that didn't work out. What we want, when I talk about men doing, it's doing things like healing. It's doing things like being prepared to be in another relationship, being prepared to learn and grow, but to also protect and provide. Men do a lot, and I'm not saying that they don't. And I know that a lot of the men in my comments and in my messages, kind of repeat the same pattern. Not all of them, but they repeat the same pattern. They're tired of being hurt. They want to have a best friend that, goes to war with them, that has their back, somebody that they can trust and that who trusts them. And you can be, best friends. And it's just, you and your partner against the world. But I think that's a little bit skewed. And I don't say that because it's not important. Like, I want a partner like that too, where it's just a safe harbor. But I want to mention that in order for a woman to feel safe with you as a partner, you have to do the work on yourself. You have to be in a place where you can accept a woman that wants to go to war with you, stand by your side through whatever. But she's not going to do that if you can't do that for yourself. If you can't say, these are the qualities that I'm looking for in a partner. This is what I want my life to look like. This isn't the ideal situation that I have. And I'm not just talking about vague terms like being a best friend. What is it that makes that person your best friend? What are the traits of somebody that you know that you can see yourself long term with? And after you do that, flip it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
These kinds of messages that promote a man's inner work sound nice, but they come from a very convenient perspective for them, that a man has to be complete, mature, and fully put together before he even deserves a loyal woman. So where's the problem? The problem is that this emotional standard is only demanded of men, while women aren't held to the same level of accountability. A lot of men are tired, not because they haven't worked on themselves, but because they've already done it all, and even then, modern women still judge them for not being 6 feet 1 inch or not making 6 figures. And let's be honest, a man doesn't need to be validated. Because if a woman needs you to meet every requirement just to be with her, while she brings nothing to the table, then she's just waiting at the finish line for the winner. And we all know how those women end up on the wall.
What is it about you that would make somebody, that would allow a woman to want to be that person at your side? I guarantee you it's not just for your money. I guarantee you it's not just for what kind of job you have. It is how you show up in the world. It is how you present yourself to the world. It is how you feel about yourself. You know, and I'm not one to say that you can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have to be healed. You have to be in a place to accept your partner and to accept all of the things that come with them. And yes, women have to do that too. But if we're truly healed, if we're truly in our feminine, we need a man that already does that. Okay? We've already done the work. We've been doing the work. We have spent our whole lives trying to be safe. We have spent our whole lives trying to choose a partner that we can be vulnerable with. You know, a partner that's not going to hurt us, a partner that's not going to physically hurt us, a partner that's not going to emotionally manipulate us, make us feel guilty for the feelings that we feel. Because that's what's wrong with relationships today. It is a toxic play. It's a toxic environment that we're all in. And we need a place of comfort. We need men that are protectors and providers. We don't need men that tell us, you know, you have to put in 50-50. This is how it's going to work now. No, because in our lives, we're showing up 70. You know, we're showing up 100 because we have no choice but to show up 100. And you should be showing up 100 also. And with that, you don't get to demand. You don't get to demand anything from us. because the world as it is already demanding everything from us. The world is run by men, and all of us are exhausted. All of us are struggling mentally, emotionally, financially. And I'm not saying that to demonize men. I'm saying that because you're caught up in it too. You're feeling the effects of what it means when you don't heal your emotions, when you don't feel like you're doing enough, when you can't love yourself, when you can't heal the parts of you that are hurting from your childhood, when you were told that showing emotion was weakness. And so that transmutes into other things. That transmutes into violence and war and taking because you feel like you're owed something. You're not owed anything. None of us are owed something. But it takes a man that is fully healed to be able to have a partner that is healed, because a healed partner is not going to choose a wounded man. So it's something to think about. So leave your comments. Tell me what it is you're looking for in your partner. What are your non-negotiables? Does this resonate with you? Are there things from your childhood that you're still struggling with, that you're still dealing with? Go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with that. Heal those hurting parts of you, especially if you want a good woman, because a good woman is going to treat you the way you need to be treated, the way you want to be treated. But that woman is going to need somebody that treats them with the same respect and the same value. I hope that makes sense.
The whole inner work speech ended up blaming everything on the patriarchy. In the end, she says she doesn't want the money, but wants a provider. How does she think he's going to provide without money? That's called talking a lot without saying anything. In short, she makes no sense. I've never seen a woman who looks good, who works, and who's okay dating a man with no money. Unless he's a 10 out of 10 Chad. But if he's not that guy, that just doesn't happen in real life. Plus, it's always about what they want, what they ask for, what they desire. It's all me, me, me. What do you bring to the table? Oh, let me guess, feminine energy, your presence. In other words, nothing tangible with real value. But expect the man to bring not only what you bring, but also real value. That's exactly why they end up on the wall. They think about everything except building something real. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about women who go on girls' nights out? Do you think women would still take the money even if they had the man they truly love? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.